Hello, everybody. Today on Teen Perspective 2 News, meet an inspirational teenager who doesn't let anything get in her way.
And I'm Chantal Gaskin. Are you at risk for health issues? Find out what teenage activities could affect your future.
And I'm Stuart Beckham. One of TMP's very own has a book coming out. Find out which one of us is getting published. Teen Perspective 2 News starts right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Teen Perspective 2 News. I'm Brett Hall.
And I'm Kendra Hawkins. 2 weeks ago, Japan was hit by a 9.0 earthquake, rattling the island nation. People were trapped in airports, banks, and metro stations. Some kids even slept at school. And as people began checking on their loved ones, a second disaster hit, a tsunami. The giant wall of water only 8 minutes after the warning sounded, and the shaking island had little time to prepare. The number of dead and missing is in the tens of thousands. The danger didn't stop there. Between the strength of the quake and the force of the tsunami, the Fukushima nuclear power plant lost the ability to cool its nuclear reactors and began leaking radiation. Wondering what you can do to help? Gather a few friends and hold a fundraiser for charities like the American Red Cross and Doctors Without Borders. Create a UNICEF club at your school by going to volunteers.unicef.org/activities/high-school-club. Want to make a difference without leaving the couch? Text Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation. Standard messaging rates may apply.
With everything going on today in the world, we could all use some inspiration. Teen Perspective's Valerie Timms has a student who offers just that. Valerie?
Have you ever faced adversity? Have you ever felt like giving up? Well, try facing it every day and staying strong. In today's Student Spotlight, you'll meet an inspirational student who does exactly that, every day. Meet Courtney Whiteman, a 16-year-old student at Northeast High School in Anne Arundel County. At first glance, she may look like a regular teenager, but dig a little deeper and you'll see she faces challenges that most of us don't have to.
I was born with cerebral palsy, and it's a really, really mild case of it.
Courtney has limited use of her hand, making it difficult to do everyday activities.
It is hard physically, I won't lie. You know, I wish I could have more mobility in my hand, and you know, I wish that I could use it more, but, you know, that's what physical therapy's for, and that's what, you know, that's what exercises and all that stuff are for.
Although the physical limitations are tough, Courtney says she faces something even tougher.
The most challenging thing for me is the people, you know, that I deal with every day. You know, some kids at school are very mean and hateful. And, you know, some kids will give me dirty looks, or other kids will, you know, say things to me that's not very nice.
Despite the bullying, she keeps a very positive attitude about life.
I'm not angry or upset about it. You know, I am the way I am because God wanted to challenge me.
Singing allows her to escape her physical limitations.
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free night when you've already paid.
Courtney has a message she would like to send to everyone.
Don't judge a book by its cover, I guess, basically. You know, we all have feelings, and, you know, we're people just like you know, people that have disabilities or whatever the case may be. We're just normal people, and that's how we want to be treated.
Next time you face a problem, think of Courtney and her strength. Never give up, and don't let people bring you down. For Teen Perspective 2 News, I'm Valerie Timms.
Thanks, Valerie. It's a disease that affects all of us, breast cancer. Almost everybody knows someone who has battled the disease, and many of us have lost loved ones. Well, this April, 2 Harford County teens will be joining nearly 5,000 people in the Washington, D.C. Avon Walk for Breast Cancer. Sarah Hancock and Lisa Smith of Bel Air are training and fundraising for the 2-day walk. They'll cover more than 26 miles on Saturday, April 30th, and another 13 on May 1st. The girls must both raise nearly $2,000 and say they are looking forward to the experience.
It's a really good thing to do. It just, so many women have breast cancer and die of breast cancer. Like, it's a really good way to help out, and you feel good about yourself when you help them.
You know, there hasn't been one person that I've told about the walk or asked them to donate that hasn't known someone that's been affected.
If you would like to donate to Sarah and Lisa's cause, you can log on to our website, abc2news.com/teenmedia. There we have the links that will lead you to the Avon Foundation website, where you can donate money and find out how you can get involved yourself.
It's where we learn, it's where we grow, and it's where we spend about 7 hours of the day. Whether you like it or not, it's school. From the local issues to the national level, Teen Perspective's Julia Griffin joins us to break down the issues.
Education is always a hot topic. Whether you're a high school student, a senior heading off to college in the fall, or a parent, our education segment has something new and important to you. According to experts, Maryland is not giving students a well-rounded education. William Kerwin, the Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, says that education in science is lacking. Why should you care? Kerwin says that it can have a long-lasting effect on Maryland's economy and the jobs in the future. Among 17 other urban districts in the nation, Baltimore had some of the worst scores on the science section of the National Assessment of Educational Progress. A new study shows that colleges are failing to acknowledge depression as a serious condition in students. Recent numbers from the American Journal of Orthopsychiatry show that 25% of students who checked in at on-campus health centers were diagnosed with depression. Michael Fleming, a professor at Northwestern University, believes that stress of good grades in college has caused the depression rate to increase. According to Fleming, the best way to fight this kind of condition is simply screening at students at every health center visit. The U.S. Department of Education predicts that 82% of schools might be labeled failing this year. The percentage of schools not reaching their target academic scores is said to rise from 32 to 82% in 2011. The 2002 No Child Left Behind Act requires states to make a goal for all students to score proficient in math and reading by 2014. Education Secretary Arne Duncan wants lawmakers to rewrite the act in order to help students in failing schools. As a high schooler, your college search may start as early as freshman or sophomore year. One of the first things to start is choosing what classes to take. Is it better to take courses where you'll get an easy A or a hard AP course where your grade might be a little lower? According to U.S. News and World Report, colleges want to see how you take advantage of your high school's curriculum. There are three tips. Take courses that give you reasonable academic challenges, do the best you can in those courses, and look for colleges that will value your hard work and potential in the classroom. For more information on education, be sure to visit abc2news.com/teenmedia. For Teen Perspective 2 News, I'm Julia Griffin.
13-year-old Justin from Solon, Ohio, has Tourette's syndrome, which causes him to start ticking, making involuntary movements and loud sounds. He's been mistreated because some people aren't informed about his illness, so he decided to make a difference. He organized a fair to educate and show people about the difficulties and differences of his illness. His mom said he wanted the city he lives in to be known as the city that accepts people for who they are.
Love to sing, play an instrument, or make people laugh? If you're the brave enough, Teen Perspective Delapo Demurn has a competition that's just for you that may send a few bucks your way. Delapo?
On March 12th, the second annual Talent Hunt Scholarship Competition took place at Magooby's Joke House. 14 students competed for scholarship money and for the opportunity to showcase their talent at the upcoming district competition in New Jersey.
Competition, competition, competition. A crowd of more than 100 people anxiously awaited the teenage talent. The hunt began with crooners and last year's winner.
Winning last year, it was amazing, and going to New York and just seeing the next level of kids, and it's like a whole nother step up. It's like an opera, a concert, and it's just amazing.
Some students had an unusual way of getting ready for the event.
I actually prepare by singing in my closet when nobody's in the house so I can sing as loud as I want. So that's how I prepare.
Theta Mu Mu chapter brothers helped make the event possible and comfortable.
Today we're having our second annual Talent Hunt. Talent Hunt is something that started Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated to showcase the talents of young folks between 9th grade and 12th grade.
This year's competition was a major improvement over last year. More people came to compete and to watch as awareness about the Talent Hunt continues to grow.
The great thing about this one, last year we started out with about 7 kids in a very small environment. This year we're in this club scene, a nice stage, great acoustics, and we have 14 students. So we're just trying to really showcase and highlight the very best that Baltimore and Baltimore County has.
Oh, it's amazing. When I travel around the country all the time doing stand-up, acting in different cities around the world, and to come and see something positive like this being done for these kids is just amazing. I think that somehow we need to plant some seeds in other cities, man, spread this thing like wildfire, get these kids in a good direction, man, get them off the streets, and to see what talent is out there.
Not only will the scholarship competition continue to keep kids off the streets, it will also continue to provide scholarships for talented students in need.
We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep helping kids. If you're in high school and you have a talent, we want to give you a platform to display your talent at Omega Psi Phi Theta Mu Mu Baltimore County's Talent Hunt.
The winners for this year's competition were Deanna Blackwell for Performing Arts and Camus Peterson for Visual Arts. For Team Perspective 2 News, I'm Delapo Demarin.
Coming up on Teen Perspective 2 News, meet a teen's dream who's coming to a store near you. And imagine spending this entire summer with your favorite Orioles. Well, now you can with the summer job opportunity at Camden Yards, allowing you to be part of the action.
Plus, feeling hungry and strapped for time? We talk to a teen who has cooked up some quick ideas to fill your empty stomach.
Then later, Facebook has new tactics of protecting the users. All this and more when Teen Perspective 2 News returns.
I'm Christiana Manpour.
March is Women's History Month. In today's show, we're featuring several famous women journalists. The first is Christiane Amanpour. In 1990, she joined CNN and landed her first big story covering the Gulf War. She left CNN in 2010 to anchor the ABC News program This Week with Christiane Amanpour. Amanpour is famous for her investigative reporting, and she has interviewed many people, including former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak. Her many broadcast awards include the Television Academy Award and the Courage in Journalism Award.
Everyone has a dream that they want to come true. How many people make them real? Teen Perspective's 2 News reporter Stuart Beckham talks to a teen who is watching his dreams become his reality.
Delapo Demarin is on his way to graduating high school and take the next step into college. However, he has already started in perfecting his craft. So Delapo, my first question for you is, the title of your book will be?
Dreaming Forever Lifemare Edition.
Can I ask you where that topic comes from and the inspiration that comes behind it?
Yes. Well, basically, during the time of writing the book, there were a lot of ideas going through my head and a lot of title ideas. And after thoroughly reading everything I wrote over again, I came up with the idea of Dreaming Forever. And everything kind of correlated with the idea of a lifemare, which, of course, are 2 contrasting ideas, with a mare being something like a nightmare, and how can you have a nightmare and be alive at the same time type thing. So it's a juxtaposition, but I tried to clear it through my words, and hopefully people will be able to understand what a lifemare truly is.
Sounds good. So are you trying to say that dreams are, what are you trying to say, what are you trying to symbolize for dreams as you write the book?
Oh, well, it's basically the idea of how dreams can end up being something that you've always wanted or being something that you never wanted. You know, it's sort of like the phrase where people say, be careful what you wish for. You know, you can dream of something, but it always seems as if, though, when we're in the dream, we see the positives rather than what it takes to get to that. And that's where the lifemare comes in. That's where all the things that you never took into account comes in. And those are life experiences on the way to get into the dream. So this entire book is sort of like a journey, I'd say, and everything comes into place.
I know on the cover of this book you have a boy sitting kind of, with his hands on his head and kind of like he's in some kind of state. Mm-hmm. What does that symbolize?
Oh, well, I took that from the inspiration for that was from an album cover by Tears for Fears. It's called The Hurting. And I was listening to that album for weeks. And I felt a connection with what was being displayed on the cover. And to me, it just showed, it's just an introvert, just there. And he's just trying to find himself. And he's so distanced from society and distanced from everybody else. And I felt like that fit with what I was writing about.
Sounds good. So definitely your book's coming out April 2nd.
Yes, sir.
It will be available in select stores. So catch his book mark on your calendar April 2nd. And I'm Stuart Beckham for Team Perspective 2 News. Thank you for watching.
Do you think you could go a whole day without talking? On April 15th, middle and high school students and college students across the nation will take a vow of silence to raise awareness about anti-gay harassment in schools. Students will be silent from the start of the school day until the final bell to experience the isolation faced by gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender students. To register or for more information, go to dayofsilence.org.
After an outbreak of users posting about suicidal intentions on Facebook, the website has decided to add a suicide risk alert system, allowing users to fill out a risk assessment form for any friends they suspect to be suicidal. The website hopes to prevent suicide and hopes to use its position as the world's top social networking site to make a difference. Coming up on Team Perspective, a story anyone who tans can't miss. Is your model Gym Tan Laundry? If you're under 35, then you may be switching from GTL to just GL.
Always on the go, no time to cook? Find out what one local teen chef is doing to get her healthy fix.
Who said it's impossible for you to work and play? Stay tuned to find out what job allows you to do both at the same time.
We continue our look at famous women journalists with Diane Sawyer. She began her career in politics and in 1978 joined CBS News and became an anchor of their morning show. Sawyer has been a correspondent for 60 Minutes and co-anchored Primetime Live on ABC. From the poverty in America to the devastation in Haiti, her in-depth stories bring to light the issues around the world.
Everyone loves a good cheap snack.
But soon, that bag of Cheetos might cost a little bit more. A group of Maryland lawmakers has proposed House Bill 716, a 6% tax on snack foods like corn chips, pretzels, popcorn, nuts, and cheese puffs. The tax would help fund the Maryland Combating Childhood Obesity Grant Program.
A teen scores a winning basket, then dies. And teens love to tan, GTL. But can a new bill change that? Team Perspective 2 News' Chantel Gaskin has the scoop on this month's Teen Health Report. Chantel?
That's right, Brett. Let's take a look at the latest health topics that are affecting teens. Following the death of Wes Leonard, a Michigan teen who suddenly died during a high school basketball game, due to his heart condition, many people are asking questions about how more tragedies can be prevented. There is now debate over whether or not health screening defibrillators would be effective measures in reducing the risk for young athletes. An estimated 50 to 100 young athletes die suddenly every year. Plan on hitting the tanning salon to work on that pre-spring break glow? Well, if a new bill is passed, you might have to wait to hit the beach to get your tan on. The legislation will put an end to tanning for minors under 18, which is already banned in other states, as well as Howard County, Maryland. Indoor tanning before the age of 35 is linked to 75% increase in risk for melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. The makers of Plan B, the morning after pill, want the FDA's permission to make the emergency contraceptive available over the counter to girls under age 18. The move is supported by the National Institute for Reproductive Health for reducing unintended pregnancies. Plan B faces opposition from those who are concerned about parental knowledge or consent. For Team Perspective 2 News, I'm Chantel Gaskin.
Have you ever said to yourself, boy, I'm hungry, but you just did not want to fix anything that takes more than 10 minutes to make? Well, we have a teen chef that's cooking up the solution to help this oh so serious problem. Patrice Fleming is a junior at the Culinary Arts Magnet at the Western School of Technology and Environmental Science. Patrice loves cooking and loves her cooking class.
I'm with my friends. We have fun. We like to sing a lot in class.
She also enjoys cooking at home.
I love cooking with my father. I usually cook breakfast every Saturday. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, sausage.
But sometimes Patrice feels otherwise.
I don't feel like cooking. I just want to sit in the house and chill.
So what do you do at times like these when you're stuck at home and don't feel like cooking a big meal, but you still want to eat something tasty? Patrice has a couple of recipes that will help your stomach stay happy and healthy.
First, we're making a salad with honey mustard vinaigrette. And then second, we're going to make a yogurt granola parfait with berries.
These two recipes can be made a number of ways, and Patrice says keep one important thing in mind.
Never measure holding it. You always want to do it on a flat surface so it will be accurate.
So the next time you're sitting at home and want something tasty, keep these two recipes in mind.
Quick and easy, just like that.
For these recipes in detail and more, log on to abc2news.com/teen media.
Well, still to come on Team Perspective 2 News, great news for baseball fans.
That's right, your dreams could come true. If you love the O's, you may be able to get up close and personal with them this summer. Stay tuned to find out how.
I'm Lisa Ling here.
We end our coverage of Women's History Month with journalist Lisa Ling. At age 18, she began her career reporting for Channel 1 News. She was an original host on The View and did investigative reports for Oprah Winfrey. Ling is well known for her international reporting. Her stories are often emotional, hard-hitting pieces that expose suffering around the world. At 38, she's younger than most of our parents. Her new show, Our America with Lisa Ling, recently premiered on Oprah Winfrey's new network.
Welcome back to Team Perspective 2 News. It's the end of an era at the University of Delaware. It's making its men cross-country and outdoor track and field teams into club teams.
That means they won't compete at the NCAA varsity level. The school made the decision so that they could remain in compliance with the Title IX. How would you like to work at the summer at Camden Yards? And we're not talking behind the scenes. We're talking on the field. That's right. This summer, 6 individuals will get the chance to be on the field each night with the Baltimore Orioles. And on Saturday, March 5th, dozens of people came out to try to be one of those 6. For some, it's the job of a lifetime.
It would definitely mean a lot. I mean, I'm a true Baltimore Orioles fan. I love the game. I love baseball. So it would be an awesome experience for me.
The experience of walking into Camden Yards during Orioles home games and sitting just shy of third base as a Baltimore Orioles ball boy or girl.
To be on the field would just be, it'd be awesome. I would love it. It'd mean a lot to me.
Trying out to be an Orioles ball, girl, or boy is a treat for any ultimate fan. And knowing that you could do it full-time for the entire 2011 season makes it all the more special. But before you get the job, you must show your stuff by getting the crowd riled up. Charge! And catching a few grounders. You must be over 18 to try out to be a ball girl or boy. However, for Caitlin Ferns, it's about the people.
I love being around people, so I think being around fans would be just a lot of fun.
The starting salary for an Orioles ball girl or boy is $8 an hour. Find job opportunities at Camden Yards at Orioles.com.
If you are a whiz at trivia, the Jeopardy Teen Tournament may be for you. The contestants are mostly high school students. Anyone between the ages of 13 and 17 can participate by taking the test online at Jeopardy.com. 15 players come together to compete at the Sony stages in Los Angeles. By the end, 3 teams view a 2-day showdown to be Jeopardy's champion. $2,000 worth of prizes are up for grabs. The season show airs August 12th and 13th.
All right, well, that is it for the Teen Perspective 2 News.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you Saturday, April 30th for our next show.
Have a great day.